job is just open that for us. All right. Wow. Thank you.
Sure. We just had this painted about 2 years ago. So it's got a fresh paint on it.
All right, tell me about the chalkboard here.
The chalkboard tells you what the built date is, when it was reconditioned, when it was inspected, what the lubrication schedule is, and things like this. Those are all important to understand the maintenance so that the cars are maintained properly, so that they work when they're supposed to, and all the features inside function properly.
Was this all accurate and like to the original?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
I just want to add something. This is the last Caboose that was restored and renovated in the Spencer shops over by Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, you guys heard that, what Larry just said. So the Spencer shops, what he's referring to is at the North Carolina Transportation Museum, which if you haven't already, there's several episodes on my channel that were filmed there. And it's a really cool place. In fact, they're getting ready to do the Polar Express. They have a cool fire truck show in the summertime that's awesome, and you can ride the train as well. So totally recommend going there, and it has a lot of significance to the southern route, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, nice shiny paint here. Wow. Nice chest, dirty towels here.
Well, the purpose of a caboose is it's the rolling office for a train. And the people who would ride in the caboose would be the conductor and a flagman and a brakeman. And so they would ride a freight train because you need to have somebody at the end of the train to get off and flag at an intersection or throw a switch to switch some cars into an industry or whatever else might have to happen at the back of the train. So there'd be a crew that would ride in here. And the conductor, there's a conductor for a freight train just as well as a passenger train. The conductor's job is to keep track of all the cars in the train and make sure that they get to the proper delivery points. So he would have paperwork saying that a specific boxcar was supposed to go to a specific plant along the way, and he would see to it that the proper cars were delivered.
So recently I was in Acton, California, and someone had a Southern Pacific caboose, a red caboose, on the property. And it had been, there was some restoration that had taken place and everything, but it was just on the outside with the chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise inside was all intact. And they even had like the old paperwork.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It was really pretty special. You have to see that, but it was, yeah, there was. So it's fun seeing like the different cabooses and what remains. And there's always some, like even this ice chest. I don't know that I've like seen an ice chest in a caboose. I don't know. It's like the things.
I don't know, but I would suspect that would be common. Just
Right.
to keep their lunch and stuff.
No, exactly. I'm like, I don't know if I just haven't noticed that or if it just was no longer in the ones I saw. I'm not sure, but it's fun. Like this. Like that's interesting. I don't know. It's like all the old things that remain.
Yeah. And we actually have a radio that they would use in this caboose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, exactly. Okay, nice seats. Nice job on the restoration there.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, air pressure gauge. Wow. You've done a lot to this.
Well, it came this way.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Like as I say, this was all restored at the shops over in Spencer, North
That's
Carolina.
right. Okay.
The only thing that we added was I was able to find online the radio. This is the radio that the conductor would use to talk to the engineer at the front of the train. Because the engineer, if he has to stop and back into a siding, how does he know where the back of his train is? He could be a mile down the tracks. So the conductor would tell him on the radio, okay, you're at the switch, you can start to back up, or whatever he has to do to talk. But it's just to talk to the engineer.
So, do you have an opinion on the fact that there are no longer cabooses? Do you think that's a sad thing? That's a normal thing in terms of cutting costs and efficiency? Do you have any thoughts?
Because of the age of electronics and so on, there's no need for a caboose. So, I mean, the caboose is the only piece of equipment on the railroad that isn't making any money for the railroad. It's an extra car you have to haul around, and you have some extra people on board and equipment you have to buy for it. So it makes perfect sense. With cell phones and everything else today, you don't need the caboose anymore.
All right, there's some cool magazines here.
Cabooses like this.
There's 6 more like
Yes.
this?
Mhm. Yeah. And one of them actually is in Flat Rock. And then I don't know where the rest of them are, but there's a couple that are in North Carolina. They're all, none of them are in service, obviously.
But they were all restored.
Yeah.
Okay, at Spencer Shops. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So I started my day with a hike right by the Blue Ridge Parkway with one of my best friends at the whole Craggy Mountain area. And you're saying there's somebody with a railroad back there, like in his backyard?
No, the railroad is in Asheville. It's only 3 miles long. It goes along the river, and
It's not in his yard.
no, it's on public
It's on
land
the
that
old
runs
trolley
along
tracks.
the river.
It's on the old trolley tracks that went from downtown Asheville to Woodfin. This is the route that Larry's talking about.
Okay, this is like something that the public can go ride on?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the guy that painted the outside.
Yeah, the Craggy, Craggy, Craggy Mountain Railroad is in Asheville. It's about a 3 mile long railroad. It starts north of northern suburb of Asheville called Woodfin, and it runs along the river. It runs past a public picnic area, and he's just got a few passenger cars and a couple freight cars that he displays. But you can book, if you have a group that wants to do a picnic and take a little train ride, he can book you for a Saturday afternoon or something like that. And it's just to show the public railroading up close.
And so that guy, what is his name?
Rocky Holofield.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a cool name. Okay, so Rocky also painted this caboose?
Yes. Rocky Holofield is the fellow that owns the Craggy Mountain Railroad, and he also paints railroad cars. He painted this caboose twice. When I first moved here 20 years ago, we hired him to paint the caboose, and he did it again about a year ago. But he has painted cabooses for other railroads around the western part of the state that are just on display like this one.
And when you're on the ground, he'll wake you up, say thank you, brother. Next time, hold your lover when Billy comes around.
You make Train Talk with Lisa possible by clicking on the membership tab to become a member, or by clicking on that cute little heart-shaped thank you button. And when you like and you share this episode with others. And your thoughtful comments, personal stories, and the history you share here is such an important part of this series. Thank you for being a part of the Train Talk with Lisa community, and I will see you very soon.